Good morning, students. This is chapter number 10, Animal Tissues. Now, in this animal tissues, now what is meant by tissue? Tissue is nothing but a specialized cell of the same type that perform a common function in the body, and this group of cells which is called as tissues. Now, cell is generally mainly two types: somatic cell and germ cells. Somatic cells, which is also called as a general body cells, which is made up of somatic cells, and second, which is a germ cells, which it consists of sperm and ova, which is also called as reproductive cells, which is a germ cells. Now, cells, which is a single body, which is called as a cell. Now, number of cells or more than two cells combined together, which is called as a tissues, and this is a group of cells which is called as tissues. Then when same type of tissues come together, it become an organ, and different organs combine together or attach one another, and there is a formation of organ system takes place, and different types of organ system after combination or after combine, it become a organ. Complete organism is formed, means complete body is formed. There is a different types of organ system. For example, in human being, there is a circulatory system is there, respiratory system here, reproductive system is also there. Now, all these different type of systems come together and become there is a formation of complete organism takes place. Now, in that, what is meant by histology? There is a one term which is a histology. Histology means what? The study of the structure and arrangement of tissues is called as histology. Now, this histology, Marie Francois Xavier Picot, signed 1771 to 1802, which is a French anatomist and pathologist, discovered the tissues, which is also called as the father of histology. Now, where do the tissue fit in the living organisms? Now, first off, life begins as a single cell, and this single cell called as a zygote, and zygote is formed after the fertilization. There is a matting of male and female. There is a combination of sperm and egg, and there is a zygote is formed after the fertilization, and this cell differentiates into a variety of tissues. There is a different types of tissues are formed from the zygote, and this group of cells with the same function, which is called as tissues, and this a group of tissue with the same function, which is called as organ, and a group of organs called as organ system, and a group of organ system which is called as a complete organism. Now, these are two types of tissues: plant tissues and animal tissues. Now, in case of plant tissues, there is a difference between plant tissues and animal tissue. Tissue organization is targeted towards the stationary habit of the plant, because the plants are not movable, they are stationary. Then organization is simple, and many of the tissues are dead. For example, cork. Growth is confirmed to certain areas, and less maintenance energy is required in case of plant tissues, and plant grows continuously throughout his life. But in case of animal tissues, the tissue organization is targeted towards the mobility of animals, because animals are moving. Organization is complex. Most of the tissues are living. Growth is not limited to areas, and more maintenance energy is required. And after reaching a maturity stage, animals do not show further growth. But in case of plant, the growth is continuous. Now, this animal tissue is mainly four types: epithelial tissues, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. Now, what is the function of this epithelial tissue? Protection by the covering secretion and absorption. Connective, there is a meaning in their names. Connective means to binding or to connect the two different parts. Therefore, it is called as a connective tissue, binding, support, and transport. Then muscular, it is present in the muscles, movement and locomotion, which is associated with the skeleton. Then nervous tissue, it control and coordination, which is a central nervous system. Now, these are the types, their origin and function. In that first epithelial tissue, It is ectoderm, endodermal, and mesodermal origin. There is a three germ layers in human body. There is a ecto means outside, endo means middle, and meso means endo means inner, and meso means middle layer. Now, what is the function of this epithelial tissue? Protection, secretion, absorption, excretion, and reproduction. In second one is the connective tissue. It is a mesodermal in origin. Function is the attachment, support, and storage. Muscular tissue. It is again mesodermal in origin. Movement of body part and locomotion. Fourth one is the nervous tissue. It is ectodermal in origin. It control, coordinate by a nervous impulses. Now, what are the animal tissue types? In that already discussed, which is the epithelial, muscular, connective, and nervous. Now, this epithelial tissue is again divided into different types: squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated epithelium, and glandular epithelium. It depends on their shape and function. Squamous, which is a flattened; cuboidal, which is a cube-like; columnar, which is a tall or pillar-like; ciliated, they are having a cilia at the free end. Then glandular, they are secretory in function. Second is the muscular. It is the three types of muscles: striated, non-striated also called as smooth, and cardiac. Next one is the connective. It is again areolar, dense regular tissues, adipose, skeletal, and fluid. And this dense regular connective tissue is again tendon, ligament, and skeleton is again cartilage and made up of cartilage and bone. And cartilage is again three types: hyaline cartilage, fibrous cartilage, and calcified cartilage. And fluid connective tissue, which is a blood and limb, and last one is a nervous tissue. These are the some photographs or diagrams are there with the epithelial tissues, connective tissues, muscles tissue, and nervous tissues. Now we can see the one by one. First one is the epithelial tissue. An epithelium is a sheet of cells that covers the body surface or lines of a cavity. It forms the covering of the surface of the body, such as skin, mouth, nasal cavity, which is ectodermal in origin, lines in the internal body surface, such as gastrointestinal tract, lungs, etc., then urinary bladder and vagina, and lining of blood vessels, lymphatic and heart layers. This is the epithelial tissues, and it serves many purposes, including the what is the main function of this epithelial tissue: protection, absorption, excretion, secretion, filtration, and sensory reception. Now, what are the characteristics of this epithelial tissue? First one is the polarity, cellular nature, supported by the connective tissue, avascular regeneration, and absence of nerves. First one is the polarity. It is arranged so there is one free surface is there and one attached to the basal surface. Then cellular nature, cell in epithelium fit closely together side by side and sometimes atop each other to form a sheets of cells. Then these sheets are held together by the specialized junction. Then supported by the connective tissue, they are attached to a layer of connective tissue at the basal surface, forms a layer called as a basement membrane, where tissues is situated. An adhesive layer formed by the secretion from the epithelial cells and the connective tissue cells. Then avascular epithelium typically lacks its own blood supply, therefore it is called as avascular. Then regeneration, epithelial cells can regenerate if proper nourished, and absence of nerve except for a few axons in the deeper layer. This is the epithelial tissues. Now these are the some important types of epithelial tissues. These are the types of epithelial tissues: simple epithelium, compound epithelium, and glandular epithelium. Simple epithelium is again five types: squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, columnar epithelium, ciliated, and pseudostratified epithelium. And compound is two types: stratified and transitional compound. Now let's see one by one. Now epithelial tissue, this is the classification on the basis of arrangement of cells. First one is a simple epithelium. You can see in this first diagram, simple. Cells are found in a single layer attached to the basement membrane and a single nucleus is present. This is the apical surface, basal surface, and this is called as a simple epithelium. Second, compound or stratified. Strata means layer, one above the other. These layers are formed or present, which is called as a stratified epithelium. The cells are found in two or more layers stacked atop each other. This is the second diagram. This is a apical surface, basal, and is a more than two layers are present. Then pseudo-stratified layer. It is a appears to be more than one cell thick since the nuclei lie at different heights. You can see the diagram, but in the fact it is a single layer of cells in contact with the basement membrane. And fourth one is the transitional epithelium. The cells are rounded and can slide across one another to allow the stretching. Now, next, on the basis of shape. On the basis of shape, again epithelial tissues is divided into three types: squamous epithelium, cuboidal, and columnar. Squamous epithelium, these are like a scales. They are flat, thin, scale-like cells are present. In cuboidal, you can see a diagram. They are like a cube cells that have basic cube shape. Typically, the cells height and width are about equal. And third one is a columnar. They are the pillar-like or tall, rectangular or column-shaped cells. Typically, cells are longer than the width. Now, these are some you can see in this table types of epithelial tissues, location, and their function. In that first, simple squamous epithelium. It is present in the lungs of alveoli and blood vessels. What is the function? It allows small things to pass. Then second, stratified squamous. It is present in a skin lining of mouth and esophagus. Then protection against the wear and tear. Third one is a simple cuboidal. It is present in the kidney tubules. Function is a mechanical support. Fourth one is a stratified cuboidal. It is present inside the salivary and sweat gland and function is a mechanical support. Then simple columnar. It present in the lining of intestine and respiratory tract and what is the function? Absorption and secretion and moves mucus by the cilia. Next one is a stratified columnar. It is present in the male urethra, protection and secretion. Next one is a transitional epithelium present in the lining of urinary bladder. It helps in expansion and contraction. And last, which is the pseudo-stratified columnar, which is present in the respiratory tract. And what is the function? It moves mucus by cilia. Now, this simple epithelium, it is three types: squamous, cuboidal, columnar, and pseudostratified, which is also called as a ciliated epithelium. It consists of single layer of epithelial cells resting on the basement membrane and is present on those areas where absorption is more but wear and tear is less. You can see in this diagram first simple squamous epithelium, which is a single layer. Uh, what is the location? Air sacs of lungs and the lining of the heart, blood vessels, and lymphatic system. And what is the function? It allows the material to pass through the diffusion and filtration and secretes the lubricating substance. Second is a simple cuboidal, which is a cube like in ducts and secretory portions of the small glands and in a kidney tubules is present. Function is a secretes and absorb. Third is a simple columnar, which is a columnar like, and their ciliated tissues are in a bronchi, uterine tubes, uterus, smooth are in the digestive tract and bladder. What is the function? It absorbs, it also secretes the mucus and enzymes. And last, which is the pseudostratified, which is the ciliated tissues line the trachea, much and the upper respiratory tract, and function is the secretion of mucus, ciliated tissues, and it moves the mucus. Other than this, also another type is the additional sensory epithelial tissue. It is a modified form of columnar and elongated neurosecretory cells. The sensory hairs are present at the free end of the cells. What is the function of such type of tissues? It perceive external as well as internal stimuli. What is the location? It is present in the nose, which is a sensory. There is sensory organ. It is present on a sensory organ. Nose, olfactory. Ear, auditory hair cells, and eye, which is the photoreceptor. So you can see in this diagram, this is the olfactory bulb, and these are the some parts of the sensory epithelial tissue. And at one end, there is a cilia are present. There is a axon and dendrites also there. Another means the germinal epithelial tissues. The cells of this epithelium divide meiotically to produce the haploid gametes. And what is the location? Lining of seminiferous tubules and lining of the ovary. It is in case of male reproductive system. It present in testes where the sperms are present, and in case of female ovary, ovum is there, and this type of tissue is called as germinal epithelial tissues. Next one is the compound epithelial tissues. It is again two types, stratified and transitional epithelium. Stratified epithelium, stratum is layer. The nucleus is present in a stratum germinativum. Cells are free surface become flat and it lacks a nucleus called as a stratum corneum. You can see in this diagram there is a first upper layer which is called as a, which is a unnucleated or nucleus is absent, and it is called as a stratum corneum. What is the function of this stratified epithelium? Protection. And what is the location? Epidermis of skin, which is the first layer of skin, then esophagus, cornea, vagina, and rectum. Next one is the transitional epithelium. Structure is same like the stratified epithelium. The cells can undergo change in their shape and structure depending on degree of stretch. What is the function? Distension of organ. And location is the urinary bladder. It is a stretchable where the urine is temporarily stored, and there is a degree of stretch. There is a stretching of, it acts like a rubber. This is the diagram of transitional epithelium, where is the stretching of this tissues takes place, which is a transitional epithelium. Now next one is the glandular epithelium. The cells of glandular epithelium are generally columnar or cuboidal in shape. It can be classified into mainly two types, but it is three types: exocrine, endocrine, and mixed glands. Exo means those glands secrete the secretion outside the gland, which is called as exocrine gland. Example is a salivary gland and liver. Endocrine means those secrete the secretion inside the organ, which is called as a thyroid gland and pituitary gland. And mixed gland, which is the pancreas. This is the exocrine gland and endocrine gland. You can see in this diagram. What is meant by exocrine? The glands possess duct for discharging their secretion on the body surface. The examples are sebaceous gland present in the skin, then salivary gland present in the buccal cavity to secrete the saliva, gastric gland present in the wall of the stomach are a few examples of exocrine gland. Endocrine gland. These glands do not discharge their secretion through the ducts, hence they are known as a ductless gland, and they discharge their secretion directly into the bloodstream, and their secretion are known as hormones. The pituitary gland, thyroid gland, and adrenal gland are the few examples of the adrenal gland. And according to the number of cells, it is two types: multicellular and unicellular. Unicellular example is a goblet cell, and multicellular gland, which is a salivary gland. Now types of exocrine gland according to their structure. There is a two types: tubular structure and alveolar structure, which is again simple and compound. Simple, which is duct portion, does not have a branches. There are some U-shaped coil and branch. And compound, they are the duct portion is, they are having a different types of branches. Then alveolar, which is look like alveoli, sacs are there, which is again simple and compound. and according to their function, there is the three types: merocrine secretion, apocrine secretion, and holocrine secretion. Now, next type of tissue is a connective tissues. They are ranges from avascular to the highly vascular. What is the composition? They are mainly of non-living extracellular matrix that separate the cells of the tissues. Location: it is present in between the different tissues and organs, and it can be found in and around the body organs. Skeletal tissue present in the form of bone and cartilage, and fluid connective tissue as a blood and limb are connective tissues. Now, what is the function? Connective tissue establishing the structural framework of the body, then transporting fluid and dissolved materials, protecting organs, supportive surrounding and connective other tissues, storing the energy and defending the body from the microorganisms. This is the diagram which is the connective tissue. It consists of fibers. A red color collagen fiber is there, yellow fiber, white fiber is also present. Then blood cells, neutrophil, eosinophils, then some macrophage, fat cell, and mast cell is present in case of connective tissue. Connective tissue types: these are the connective tissue proper, supporting tissue, and fluid tissue. Now, this connective tissue proper is again five types: areolar tissues, adipose tissues, white fibrous tissues, yellow elastic tissues, and reticular tissues. While supporting tissues is two types: cartilage and bone. Then cartilage is three types: hyaline cartilage, fibrous cartilage, and calcified cartilage. Again, this fibrous cartilage divided into white fibrous cartilage, elastic cartilage. Then bone is two types: compact bone and spongy bone. Then fluid tissue, it is made up of two parts: blood and lymph. Blood is again made up of blood plasma and blood corpuscles. Blood corpuscles is made up of three types of cells: red blood cells RBC, white blood cells WBC, and platelets. And now this WBC is again two types: granulocytes and agranulocytes. This granulocytes is three types: eosinophil, basophil, and neutrophil, while agranulocyte is a monocytes and lymphocytes. Then connective tissue proper, it is a connective tissue loose and dense. In that loose connective tissue, the cells in the matrix are widely distributed and fibers are loosely woven, and it is generally connects and support various tissues and organs and helps them to resist the strain and displacement. Then dense connective tissue, these are the fiber dominant over the cells and the matrix in the quantity. The fibers may be regularly or irregularly arranged. In that areolar tissues, this is the diagram. You can see photograph. Nucleus are there. These fibers are which is called as collagen fiber, and elastic fiber is present. These are simplest and most widely distributed connective tissues. It has homogeneous, transparent, semi-fluid, and gelatinous matrix is present. It contains various types of cells: fibroblast, macrophage, mast cells, lymphocytes, fat cell, and plasma cells are present. Again, fiber is a white collagen fiber and yellow elastic fiber is present. These fibers are loosely arranged, and there is a space between the fibers which is called as areolae, which derives in its name. There is a space which is called as a areole. Now, what is the location? Found in continuous layer beneath the skin, space between the many organs, between muscles, peritoneum, and mesenteries. Now, what is the function? They bind tissue together, the engulf bacteria and damage and dead cells. Also secrete the heparin and histamine. What is the function of heparin? It acts as an anticoagulant, while histamine causes the inflammation reaction, and they produce the antibodies. This is the areolar tissues. It makes the skin elastic and helps to withstand the pulling strain. Next type is adipose tissues, which is also called as the fat cells, which is the modified form of areolar tissue that contain large number of fat cells and which is called as adipocyte cells. and these are large spherical oval shape with a large fat droplet is present, which causing the shifting of the nucleus to the periphery of the cell at the one side. And it is again two types: white adipocyte and brown adipocyte. Now this white adipocyte contains a single large fat droplet. In case of brown adipocyte, it contains number of small fat droplets. What is the location? They found beneath the skin, in dermis, mesenteries, around kidney, heart, and eyeballs. What is the function? It synthesizes, stores, and metabolizes the fat. It it is a considerable source of energy. It acts as a shock absorber around the kidney, heart, and eyeballs, and it prevents the heat loss by the forming the insulating layer. As compared to the thin person can feel the cold more as compared to the fat person, because they are having this insulating layer more as compared to the thin one. After that is a reticular tissue. It is a modified areolar tissue that contains large number of stellate short reticulate cells floating in fluid matrix. Then reticular cells has number of cytoplasmic process which are interconnected to form the reticular network. This cell secrete the reticular fibers. You can see in this diagram, this is the reticulate tissues. Location, they are found in a lymph gland, spleen, liver, bone marrow, thymus, and tonsils. They are mostly phagocytic cells, helps in defense mechanism of the body. This is the reticulate cells. Then white fiber tissues and yellow fiber tissues. It contains fibroblast cells and collagen fiber and very amount of matrix. The dense network of collagen fiber gives great strength. It occurs in two forms: tendons and sheath. Tendon is a thick bundle of collagen fiber and running parallel to each other, giving strong, flexible, but inextensible strain. It joins the skeletal muscle to the bones, and which is nothing but the white fibrous tissues. The sheath, it is a bundle of collagen fiber, lies in a crisscross manner, present in a pericardium of the heart, dura mater of cornea, then capsule of the kidney, spinal cord, etc. It also forms a covering of the cartilage and bone. This is the first diagram. Then, which is a second yellow fiber tissue. These tissues contain numerous and closely packed yellow elastic fiber. Elastic fibers are long, straight, and branched. They are elastic and flexible. They are present in the ligament, also present in a wall of the blood vessels, vocal cords, and respiratory passage and lungs. The ligament, it is composed of yellow elastic fiber and some collagen fiber. It joined to bone together. Next one is the supportive connective tissues. It is two type: cartilage and bone. Cartilage is solid rubbery matrix which is elastic in nature, while bone is a solid and crystalline matrix. You can see in this diagram, this is the section. Now bone, it is a hard matrix, has inflexible material. It is made up of the ossin. The matrix always contain calcium salts. It occurs in a lamellae. Osteocytes is a special type of cells are present. It shows a protoplasmic process. Then lacunae gives of the canaliculi. Outer and inner layer of osteoblasts of the bone produce the osteocytes, and bone have a rich blood supply. It consists of bone marrow where the blood cells are present, form, and growth in bone is a bidirectional. While in cartilage it is opposite to the bone, it is soft, it has a flexible material which is a chondrin. Calcium salt may or may not be present. It occurs in a homogeneous mass. Chondroplasts do not have the protoplasmic process. Lacunae do not have the canaliculi, which is hair-like structure, and such layers of chondroplasts are not present. Cartilage do not have rich blood supply. Such structure is absent, and growth in cartilage is a unidirectional. In that first, which is a cartilage, it is a tough, hard, but a flexible connective tissue. It can resist the strain and can absorb the mechanical shock. It consists of solid or semi-solid matrix in which the cells, which is the chondrocytes, are present and fibers are present. What is the structure? It is enclosed in a sheath of the white fiber connective tissue called below the perichondrium. And there is a layer which is called as a chondroblast cells are present, and these cells called as a chondrocytes. These chondrocytes are dispersed in the matrix and occur in the fluid filled space called as a lacunae, and each lacuna containing 2 to 4 chondrocytes, and each chondrocyte is a large angular cell with the distinct nucleus. The matrix lacks the blood vessels. Cartilage is three types: hyaline cartilage, fibrocartilage, and elastic cartilage. It is a hyaline, fibrocartilage, and elastic cartilage. Next one is a bone. It is a hard, it is a supportive and protective tissue. It is a solid and calcified. 70% of salt and calcium and phosphate is present. Then hydroxyapatite. Then 30% of fibrous protein, which is osin, is present. The bone cells, which is called as the osteocytes, and collagen fiber are embedded in a solid matrix. Now, this each bone is enclosed in a layer of white fiber connective tissues called as a periosteum, and matrix is arranged in a concentric circles called as a lamellae. Then number of osteocytes are present, and fluid is also filled with the called as a lacuna. Then this consists of the cytoplasmic process called as hair-like structure called as caniculi, which connect with each other, which is a lacunae. And these osteoblasts are active bone cells, while osteocytes are the inactive osteoblast. Type is again two types. In you can see in this diagram photograph, the compact bone and spongy bone. Outside of the bone, the supportive tissue of the body, it is a part we call them as a skeleton, which is a compact bone, and inside the part there's a tissue inside the bone, which is strong but light in weight, which is called as a spongy bone. After that, there is a fluid connective tissue. It is there is two parts: blood and lymph. Blood contained in a cardiovascular system, and lymph containing in the lymphatic system. Now, blood consists of the plasma, erythrocyte, leukocytes, and platelets. It is red in color due to the presence of hemoglobin and in red blood cells. The plasma has more protein, calcium, and phosphorus. Glucose concentration is less in blood. The amount of carbon dioxide and other metabolic waste is normal. What is the main function? It carries the material towards and away from the tissues, therefore, it acts as a vehicle. While lymph, it consists of plasma and leukocytes. Lymphocytes are most abundant. It is colorless as a hemoglobin is absent. Its plasma has fewer protein and less calcium and phosphorus is present. Glucose concentration is higher in a lymph, and amount of carbon dioxide, other metabolic waste is much more. And what is the function? It transports the materials from the blood to the body cells and vice versa. Therefore, it acts as a middle man. This is the two types of fluid connective tissue: blood and lymph. Now, blood, it is called as a fluid connective tissue because it developed from the mesoderm of the embryo, like any other typical connective tissues, and it connects all the organ system of the body by transporting oxygen, nutrients, and hormones, and removing the waste from these organs. Now, what is the composition of this blood? There is a 55% of plasma is present blood, and 45% of the blood cells are present, which is the red blood cells, platelet, and white blood cells. In that plasma, what is the function of this plasma? It helps the maintain blood pressure, and it regulates the blood body temperature. And red blood cells transport the oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the body. It is also called as erythrocytes. Then white blood cells, it's called as a leukocytes. It destroys the bacteria, which is a acts as a protective in function. It destroys bacteria, produce antibodies against the bacteria and viruses, and other helps to fight the malignant disease. And last, which is the platelets, also called as a thrombocyte, to prevent the bleeding, which is acts as a clotting material. And next one is the last, lymph. It is a similar in composition like the blood plasma, except that it lacks the red blood cells, platelets, and plasma protein, which is required for the clotting and other macromolecules found in a blood. The lymphatic tissue include the lymph node, spleen, tonsils, adenoids, and the thymus, an organ in the chest that is particularly large during the infancy, which is the lymphatic system. This limb acts as a middleman which transports the oxygen, food material, and hormones to the body cells and brings carbon dioxide and other metabolic waste from the body cells to blood and then finally pours them into the venous system. This is about the fluid connective tissues, blood, and limb. Now, this is the summary table. In today's lecture, what will we studied the first, which is the loose areolar tissues, then cells and their matrix, their function and location. Function is a binding, protection, nourishment, or it holds the fluid. What is the location? Deep to the skin, around the muscles, vessels, and organs. Then dense fibrous tissues, which is made up of fibroblast, densely packed collagen fiber. It is strong and flexible, and it is present in the tendon and ligaments. And next one is the elastic. It is found in made up of fibroblast and elastic fiber. What is the function? It gives the flexibility and distensibility present in the arteries, larynx, trachea, and bronchi. Then reticulate, it is made up of phagocytes, reticulate fiber, jelly-like matrix, and function is a phagocytic function. And location is the liver, spleen, lymph nodes, and bone marrow. Next one is the adipose tissues present in adipocytes. Very little matrix is there. Function is it store the lipids and location is hypodermis around the organs. Then cartilage is a hyaline fibrocartilage, elastic cartilage. Um, they are present in the chondrocytes, collagenous fiber, elastin in the elastic cartilage. Function is a support strength and flexibility, and location is the joints, trachea, nose, outer ear, and larynx. Next one is the bone. It is two types: spongy bone, compact bone. They are present in osteocytes, collagen fibers, calcium carbonate. What is the function? It gives a strong support, and our location is the bones. And last, which is the blood, it is made up of erythrocytes, leukocytes, thrombocytes, platelets, and the plasma. What is the function? Conduction of nutrients and waste. And what is the location? Circulatory system. Thank you. And the remaining part of this chapter, which is the muscular tissue and nervous system, we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.